I found another affordable new construction community with gorgeous homes I think you're really gonna love. And even though you could save up to $50,000 in buying here, it may not be for everyone. We're definitely gonna be talking about that. But first, let's talk about the location and then tour this gorgeous home behind me. Let's go. Cypress Bluff is located in Groveland, Florida, just a few minutes west of the booming city of Claremont, which is increasingly becoming less and less affordable. This is why I think this community is a great option for anyone with a lower budget that still wants to be near all that Claremont has to offer. But it still is in its early days with all that's yet to come, and you'll definitely want to hear about it. This is one of the many communities popping up to accommodate for the influx of people moving to this area. But because it's still developing, if you're early, you could take advantage of the lower home prices before they shoot up. That is one of the biggest values here at Cypress Bluff. Now, if you leave the community and look around, there's not a whole lot here yet, but that's because it's still developing. But you can get to your general shopping all within 10 to 20-ish minutes. Publix is your closest grocery store about 10 minutes away. And that plaza also includes other dining and retail options. From Target, Walmart, and Costco, and other shopping centers with restaurants and theaters, you're about 20 to 25 minutes. From downtown Claremont, which has lakefront restaurant that's super nice, and plenty of other dining options, trails, and a waterfront beach area, which is great for the little ones, you're only about 15 minutes. Lake Hiawatha Park, with a great dog park and kids playground, is only 14 minutes away. And here you're only 9 minutes from the Turnpike exit, getting you quick into Orlando. Now, what's exciting is what's coming to Groveland. The city has plans for Groveland Square, which is going to be a modern shopping center just 10 minutes away from this community, and it's super exciting. There's also plans for a revitalized downtown Groveland, and from the renderings, it's looking pretty spectacular. This includes the Avalon Caroba mixed-use area that will connect on the north side of downtown, as well as the Groveland spot coming on the south end that'll be right on the waterfront at Lake David. It reminds me of a mix of downtown Winter Garden and downtown Claremont, and all of this is just 7 minutes away from here. Make sure you subscribe, as we will be covering all of the Groveland development in a future video. I think the development of these, among with all the other things planned for Groveland, will drive so much value to this community and the surrounding areas. Now, in my personal opinion, and why this might not be for everyone, is that when you leave the community, there's not a whole lot around here yet in Groveland. And all of the things that I told you that are coming to the area are still a few years out. So if that is not for you, then that's okay. There are definitely other communities we can look at. However, if you're okay with waiting for some of those things, you can get a tremendous value by checking out the community. Let's go tour one of those models and then talk about how buying here in Cypress Bluff can save you a ton of money. This floor plan is so cute. Right off the front door, you have a nice little guest suite area. The room is definitely a little cozy, but for guests, that's perfect because it keeps them from thinking about moving in. I like that. Then you have the downstairs bathroom, which is nice because you can use it for the guests, but you also have it for your visitors. And one thing I want to point out about this hallway, I do love how they decorated this foyer. And I don't know why I've been drawn so much to like wallpaper lately. It's just been really coming back, but in a more modern way, so I really like it. All right, now check out this open space. So I love how they've decorated in here. It does have like a good open flow with lots of windows. One thing I've noticed is, you know, it is a more snug kitchen than maybe some, but it's got great spacing. You got a nice little dry island here, so you can have food for entertaining. I love having potluck dinners with family. I can just picture all of that laid out here while you're still being able to entertain your guests. These kitchen with the windows over the sink, I think it's just so nice to give you something to look at when you're washing dishes, especially late at night. My least favorite thing to do. And then, yeah, you have good counter space overall, and you have a nice corner pantry that's walk-in. Of course, you can add in extra shelves, and this is good for like just putting your coffee machine or something. Then you have your garage right here. You have a good space for a table. I mean, this is a 6-seater. I imagine that, you know, when you have company come over, you can extend it and still have good space. Now, this living room is perfect. Look at the size of this couch. I love sectional sofas, so something like that, and I love this table. It looks like a block of stone right in your living room. But one thing I wanted to point out, if you didn't have these chairs here, it may even make this room feel even bigger, but they do add like the complement of the coloring, so I do think it was really nicely styled and it's really nicely laid out. If you're really enjoying this tour as much as I am, before we head upstairs, I want you to make sure that you stick around to the end because we're going to talk about what it's going to cost to build this floor plan and what that payment breakdown is going to look like per month. Also, if you're thinking about buying with KB Home or in any other community in the Central Florida area, reach out to us. We have a very efficient and effective process that makes all of our buyers from out of state and out of town be able to relocate here in a very smooth transition. So if we can help in any way, please reach out. All right, now let's go upstairs because I can't wait to show you this primary. Now, this is a wonderful size loft. I love that they have two big windows right in the center, keeping it nice and bright. And I don't know if you caught it on the way up, they have a really large window right in the middle of the stairwell, which I think helps add to that brightness. I absolutely love it. I know you can upgrade and do like railings if you wanted to open railings. So there's a lot of ways you can customize these homes to really make it look perfect. Right over here, you have two really amazing size rooms. The secondary bedrooms here are really spacious. We've got a queen size bed and the full furniture setup and still plenty of room. And it's got a walk-in closet, which is really important to note, especially if you have older kids or young kids with a lot of stuff. On this side, same setup. I mean, look how spacious this room looks. This one does have just a regular built-in closet, but you have so much space in here and it's nice and bright. Right by the bathroom, you have a good sized laundry room. So you'd have your washer and your dryer here, room for your baskets and things. And the secondary bathroom right here, one thing I wanted to point out about KB Homes is that they're all about you customizing the home. So it's very almost like a la carte. Do you want a second cabinet? Do you want a second sink? Do you want tile going all the way up versus the insert? You can really customize it to be as fancy or as simple as you want so that it works with all budgets. Right. Look how beautiful this is. So another reason why I love KB is that you can fully customize. I'm sure that it comes with just the two windows and then you can add in the extra windows if you want. But we've got one window, two windows, 3 windows, 4 windows, 5 windows in this bedroom. It is so bright in here and it's very, very spacious. I love that the bed is perfectly aligned with the side windows. And then you have this hallway with the 5th window, a huge walk-in closet. And here's an example of more done up options because they added in this pretty marble tile. This is the standard setup. You can have this become a walk-in shower. You can have as an upgrade where you keep the linen closet, or you have the option to do the tub and then this becomes the shower, which is something that we did in our house. It looks small, but the shower is actually still really spacious. And you have the option to enclose the water closet if you like that more private. And of course, all the upgrades you can plan for your cabinet. All right, before we head outside and talk about the community and how you could potentially save up to $50,000 from buying in here, let's head downstairs and break down the monthly payment and the overall cost of a home like this. We just finished touring the 2320 floor plan by KB Home. The base price of this floor plan starts at $413,990. For the Cypress Bluff 2 floor plans, which are the 60-foot wide lot series, those lot premiums start from $2,000 to $6,000. And yes, you heard right. That's actually one of the most affordable lot premiums, not only in this whole neighborhood, but really in the whole area, because most lot premiums are like $10,000 to $15,000. So let's say about a $6,000 lot premium to be on the conservative side. And then you have about $15,000 that people typically spend on their structural upgrades for things like high ceilings and your outside lanai space, if you want to add that. And then you're going to spend probably around $20,000 in your design studio appointment for things like flooring, countertops, and cabinets and things like that. So your all-in price for a home like this, with all of those things added up, around $454,990, right around $455,000. Let's just say you're going to be doing a 5% down conventional loan with an average interest rate around in today's market of 6.5%. You're going to be looking at a a monthly payment of around $2,732 per month, plus your taxes, your insurance, your PMI, and your HOA fees. All right, now if that is not affordable enough for you yet, definitely keep watching. We have another tour that we're gonna be doing of a smaller floor plan that will be more affordable. But be sure to subscribe because we will be doing a part 2 series of this community. Literally the lowest priced homes for single family new construction in the entire Claremont and Groveland area. You gotta watch. KB Home is one of the popular builders here in Central Florida that really pride themselves on customer service and quality. And since I live in one of their homes, I can also tell you their homes are very energy efficient. Here at Cypress Bluff, you have 8 floor plans to choose from in their single family traditional series. The base prices of these homes range from $371,000 for the 1,700 square foot floor plan all the way up to $485,000 for their 3,000 square foot floor plan. Here, the community does feature 3 different home series, a bungalow option that we'll be doing a part 2 video, so definitely subscribe. And the 2 and 3 series are all about 60-foot and 70-foot lots. Now, the main difference between your 60-foot series and your 70-foot series isn't just that extra 10 feet, but it's going to be that you will have a very private lakefront lot to choose from. But on a side note, that lakefront is Lake Lucy, which is one of the 11 chain of lakes here in the Claremont area. So it is a pretty great view. Even though you do have a lot on the lake, it is important that you know that you don't own all of the land all the way to the lake. So you can't put in a dock, but you will have a very private view of trees and water. Now your 60-foot lot premiums are ranging currently between $2,000 and $6,000. Your 70-foot wide lots, however, are priced right around $25,000. Now you can save $30,000 to $50,000 by buying in Cypress Bluff compared to buying at the other KB community in Claremont called the Sanctuary. For example, the 1707 floor plan here at Cypress Bluff starts at $371,000 compared to the 1637 floor plan at Sanctuary starts at $402,000. The bigger difference with these floor plans is that at Sanctuary, they're on 40-foot wide lots, whereas floor plans here in Cypress Bluff sit on 60-foot wide lots. So not only are you saving money in the actual price, but you're also getting more property. Another example, 2168 floor plan here at Cypress Bluff, starting price at right around $401,000 versus the 2107 floor plan at Sanctuary, that base price starts at $443,000. There's also the 2330 floor plan here starts at $414,000 versus the 2-story option at Sanctuary, the 2385 model starts at $460,000. Now I tour a lot of new construction affordable communities in the area, and usually what I find is a lot of bare bones when it comes to the amenities. But that's not what I found here at Cypress Bluff because you have a lot available right here in the community. Now the included amenities features a swimming pool with cabana, walking and biking trails, and lots of open areas. The HOA fee here is only $140 per year. There is a CDD that varies depending on your home series. The 60-foot lots have a CDD fee of $2,900 per year, and the 70-foot series are $3,200 per year. So another negative is that the HOA and CDD fees are a little bit on the higher side, putting you just under that $300 mark per month, which is a little bit higher than a lot of the communities here in the area. Now, if you're interested in this community, then be sure to subscribe because we're gonna be doing a part 2 video featuring the bungalow series. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Now this is gonna be a quicker one and a quieter one because this literally is their sales office and they have people in the next room. So come here. We'll start with the front 2 bedrooms. Even though this is a smaller floor plan, it actually still really uses the space really well because these are still good sized rooms, even though they are a tad smaller than the ones next door, but they really utilize the space very well. And look how cute this is. I especially love the jungle theme in here because my kids are so intrigued with animals and reptiles and stuff that I know my little one would love it in there. And then this is the shared hall bathroom, which right now is kind of set up for the office, but this is kind of the regular layout. And The room that they're using is the 4th bedroom. So even though this is a smaller floor plan, there still are 4 bedrooms and 2 full baths, which is a really great feature. But look at this space. Now, the one thing I'll point out is that this kitchen feels so much bigger than that other floor plan, even though it's a smaller home. So you do get some trade-offs. I really do feel like this space feels a lot bigger and open if you like to spend more time in the central main areas of the home. Now, this floor plan does have the layout to have a window over the sink, which I do find to be really enjoyable, especially since there's a lot of elevation in this community where you could probably have some pretty nice views from your window. And then this island, easily double the size of the home next door, so you have a lot more counter space. Now, I really do like the gray with the gold finishes. Maybe not so much the green tile, but it does really go with the theme of the home, which is kind of like nature and greens, so I'll give it a pass. Now, I do want to point out, I love the warm tones of the flooring here. They chose a really pretty luxury vinyl plank floor, and this is clearly spelled out. You have room there for like a buffet or different furniture pieces that you want and still have good space there, but it doesn't take away from the size of your living room, which if you took out these chairs and you put that same sectional over here, it would fit perfectly. And then you have your TV wall. And I forgot to mention, it's got a really good deep pantry. It's a really good size. You could probably put in some nice longer shelves and make it even more spacious. Plus, you can do the outdoor space, which I know we didn't cover on the other floor plan, but both options and almost every floor plan in here does have the option to do a covered lanai or an extended lanai. So really great for the outdoor space. All right, now are you ready to see this primary suite? Because it is so beautiful. Oh, and there's an extra closet in here for coats and, you know, all your extra stuff. Look at this room. You got 2 nice big windows, which this lot right here overlooks the lake. So pretty. Brings in so much natural light. And this is a really great sized bedroom. One thing I will point out, this does have the standard height ceilings. However, that's because the options that they chose is the volume ceilings with the standard height on all the bedrooms. You do have the option, however, to do a 9'4" ceiling, so you have high ceilings throughout the home. So over here, you have the upgraded shower option that we talked about in the other model. So this just gives you an idea for how big the shower is. You can, of course, choose your finishes and your frameless enclosure. They brought in the gray with the gold again in here. Now, even though this is a little bit more snug, it is a smaller home, but for a first-time home buyer, if this is your first house, you are doing fantastic, because this is a really great space. You have a walk-in closet and an open toilet room. Oh wait, come back here, I forgot. You can't get away with not looking at all the space for your linens, which is really important to have that extra storage. So how much do you think you're gonna save per month in a home like this compared to our last model? Let's talk about it. We just finished touring the 1707 floor plan by KB home. This home base price is $370,990. Also, we're gonna use a $6,000 lot premium that we discussed prior. It is $15,000 for structural options on average that most people spend here in the community. And you can also factor in maybe another $15,000 for your design studio options. So an all-in price for a home like this in this community, you're looking at around $406,990. So with our standard conventional loan with a 5% down payment at today's market interest rate of around 6.5%, you're gonna be looking at a payment of around $2,443 per month, plus your PMI, your taxes, your insurance, and your HOA fees. The difference from this home versus the 2320 floor plan that we toured earlier is really just under $300 per month. So that's a pretty significant savings if you're a first-time home buyer or someone that's needing an affordable option. The floor plan's fantastic. It's very well laid out despite the difference in square footage, but you really still get your 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and lots of living space that you can enjoy. And not to mention, this common area feels so much more open and spacious that you may end up liking it and saving the money as a bonus. Which one of these are your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. If you're thinking about moving to Cypress, Bluff, or anywhere else in the Central Florida area and you need an expert negotiator, then reach out to me and my team and we'll make it a seamless transition.